Quick topic. I know it's been a while since I posted any videos, updates. Cdl A or Cdl B, which one should I choose? Well, for me, I done both. I had Class A and B. I had the B first, like I told y'all in my intro to my commercial driving background. I had a Class B CDL first. Now, so since I had both, I can explain both parts. The A, of course, is, you can drive everything. You're open to more job opportunities, career opportunities. Even if you want to go independent, it's a lot easier with an A. Even for the guys who do the car hauling with the dually trucks, the dually pickup trucks, hauling cars. It's, even though they say you don't need one, it's still good to have one. Because the different weights and all that, and you go to travel to different states, you don't want to run into that problem, so it's better to have your A. And it's a combination because you're hooking the trailer up. So, yeah, but Class B, hey, like I told y'all in my story, if anybody that didn't see that story, I didn't tell it in detail, it kind of was a summary of it. I had got my Class B first through a school bus company, and it was actually free. So that's one of the perks to getting the Class B. So let me do the Class B first. The perks to Class B is most of the time you can get it for free. Okay, that's a plus that a lot of people don't really know about, and it's actually a good thing because you get to be in commercial driving for free at the beginning, and you get some experience. The downside to it is it's only a school bus. It's not a straight truck, vacuum truck, Jetta truck, lift gates, all that stuff. That's a whole separate side of experience you have to still go get. And I recommend it. Some people say, man, why would I get a B? I could just get A. Because, the B kind of lets you know if you're ready for that. I've met people who went in straight, got their Class A, man, and they just didn't turn out good for them in the long run. They ended up not being able to know how to back, or fear of mountains and deep grades, and not knowing how to, perception distance off, where you're not knowing when to turn and how to turn and how much space you got, how to look at the area and know what you can turn around at. See, that takes time. But if you've driven those Class B vehicles, straight truck, vacuum truck, Jetta trucks, sweeper trucks, kind of give you the feel a little bit. Not all the way, but a little bit. You'll kind of get the feel, is what I'm saying. And it makes it easier when you go if you ever transition from that B to the A, you already know how to do the air brake test. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Yep. So if you got your B, the air brake test, that's the scariest part of commercial driving. That's the test that if you fail any part, it's automatic fail. You could be doing great, knocked off your pre-trip, knocked off everything, and you get to that air brake section where you're sitting at the truck with the examiner, and if you fail any part, you forget to turn the key off, turn it back on. If you forget to say the right number on the what caused the buzzer to go off and what causes the knobs to pop, if you said anything wrong, it's failed. So at least you'll have that experience, if anything. So the Class B, like I said, when I lost my Class A due to the going to Swift truck driving school and all that crazy stuff went on in Middleton, Tennessee. And again, for anybody that want to know about the story, look up Swift rated by FBI, rated by Feds, FBI, whichever way you want to type it. It's going to have an article and it's going to show you I was a part of it. No, my name and face is not in it, but it was a class action that was done, and it all got settled out. But yeah, and so what saved me was having a Class B. Because when I had got the notice from the state, I had to surrender my A because they didn't honor it coming from Tennessee at that time. And if I wouldn't have had the B to downgrade to, which I don't know a lot of commercial drivers know about that. If you had a Class B CDL before your Class A, you can downgrade back down to it. That's a lot of commercial drivers do not know. So that's what opened my eyes up to the Class B CDL world, because when I moved, I had I got a family to take care of. So Guess what? Class B got me in at driving the city bus. And I drove for 10 years off of Class B. And I'm not going to lie, at some point, I was thinking, what the hell? Well, why go back and get my A? I mean, I'm making good money here. I'm in the union. I mean, I'm taking care of my family. I didn't have a house bill. I mean, this is off of Class B. So I didn't really feel the need for it until, you know, the Class B and the limitations. There's only so much you can do. You know, that kind of started bothering me after a while. And got to kind of, not be honest, got tired of, you know, the bus driving. So there was nothing else you can do. You know, so when I went back, after 10 years, and made the transition back to my A, it was a lot smoother. Yeah, once I sat in the truck, and not trying to brag, but when I was in the class, I was ahead of everybody else. You know, I was more ahead of everybody else because I already knew everything. I already had an A before, and I was operating a B for 10 years straight. I'm going back. I mean, and when I went back to school, that was another thing in my state. So with the B, all you gotta do is take the combinations test to get your Class A permit. So I'm in class with the permit. So I'm already like 2 weeks ahead of the class because, you know, they got the introduction week. And then the second week is when everybody taking all the written tests, general knowledge combination, to get their Class A permit. I already had it. So while they was in class the second week, they let me go out to the range. So now I'm a week ahead and I'm outside. I'm back in. I'm hooking, unhooking, getting that blind side parallel down. And hell, that week after that was it. Tested out. I was out of there. So Class B is not bad. Depends on who you are. I know a lot of people right now, Class B, they don't want a Class A. They just don't want to drive a semi truck. They just don't want to be bothered with it. And it is a lot to it. You know, you deal with DOT a lot more. You deal with scale houses. You have to slide tandems. You got to do a lot of stuff that you have to know. It's easier for you to get caught up and get your license took. Get put out of service. Class B is a lot more lenient, depending on where you land. If you did the route I did while I was driving the city bus, I mean, you know, you can make a good living. You know, or if you get with a good delivery company. I delivered alcohol too. You know, so delivering alcohol is touch. You're gonna be touching some freight, but you still, again, you're getting experience. You're dealing with receivers. You learning, you know, you bumping docks. You're going in. You learning how to do DOLs. You learning how to, you know, piece count pieces of the freight. Going through the freight, writing up MRMs, merchandise return memos. You learning how to do everything, so when you roll over into a Class A, it's a little bit smoother landing. Some of these people just jump in the A and it's just yeah, they pass the test, they pass all that. But once you get out there on the road, it's totally different. And I've seen a lot of people crumble. You know, when you were in truck driving school or whatever, you only doing the obstacle course. They're not gonna tell you when you out here, even after a trainer, when you get out on your own, you're gonna do some stuff, man, that you have to pull the rabbit out of the hat a couple of times. You're gonna have to figure out a way to really make some stuff happen sometimes, because you have to get that delivery. Dispatch do not like when you call back saying you couldn't deliver something because of something on your end. Oh, I can't get that trailer in here, or this space is too tight, or this and that. It's not, the only time they go, dispatch is not gonna be upset with you is if you say this place is closed. If you can't say, oh, the building's closed, if it's not, and they called in, nobody out, that's the only way they will not get upset with you. But if it's anything, oh, my back hurt, I don't feel like unloading, or hey, they want me to do this and that, they don't want to hear that. They want to hear that load got there, and that's it. So if you, hold on for a second, got too much going on. Not in the truck, I'm in my car, personal vehicle. Let me let everybody know I'm not driving in the truck, so this is my vehicle. It's I'm not driving, recording while driving a commercial vehicle. Let me make that clear. I am not driving a commercial vehicle while I am recording. I am in my personal car. Because I know people told me to watch out for that too, that they'll call in and say, hey, he's driving a driving a commercial vehicle while he's recording. No, I'm not. That's not what's going on. Just trying to do a little quick video on some info. Today, I'm going to Detroit, Michigan. I know I said it before, but on this run, it's all, like I said, it's all 53 footage. It's not a set where I can actually show the breakdown and the hookup. And again, it's kind of hard for me to get you all that video because it's kind of quick, kind of snap and go. There's a lot of traffic, so I can't be out there recording. I'm still waiting on my camera system to, that I can wrap around my head and I can just, wherever I point my face, it'll show what's going on. Because me holding the phone, walking and talking, and I'm only limited to one hand or trying to prop the phone, that's not gonna get good footage. So yeah, today I'm just going, I think it's about almost 600 miles out and back. I'll probably get back home 6 in the morning, something like that. So yeah, unless if something changed. Unless if I get to Detroit, they want me to bring a set and drop it off in Toledo, Ohio on the way back, or to Fort Wayne, Indiana, then I could show you all that. But it's gonna be dark. I got an iPhone and everything, but still, they don't know how to, iPhones don't work super miracles. So bear with me, y'all. Know I'm not putting a lot of videos out, and I'm saying, y'all, like I got this big audience. I really don't. I see I don't get no views, no likes and comments, but I understand. I'm learning the YouTube world. I know it's gonna take some time for it to build up. I gotta be more consistent. It's hard. I got kids, married. I got a lot going on. I just had a lot of people, like I told y'all the other videos, that told me, man, you driving, and I do line haul. Line haul is more interesting than P&D. And P&D is really, really snap and go. But yeah, Class B CDL, for anybody out there that want to get a Class B, I don't know. Now let me be careful with my wording. I don't know if they still do that, but when I got mine, it was through a school bus company. Drove there for a couple months to, it wasn't a contract, but it's kind of a moral thing. I could just leave them. Let me stay. I stayed for about 6 months, and then I left. Then I went to doing industrial cleaning with the vacuum trucks, jetters, and all that type of stuff to get me, learning how to work a power takeoff, PTO switch, and all that stuff. So that's why I say, to me, for my opinion, I know there's gonna be a lot of people that, why would I get a B and I can just get an A? For me, it worked out for me, and I'm glad that I did do it. And I'm not, now I would suggest it for a younger person. Me, I'm a lot older, almost 40. So maybe somebody older that's just trying to hurry up and get to it, maybe get your age straight. But if you're younger, 21, about 26, 27, young, not too many responsibilities, got a little bit of time to invest at least a year. Yeah, when you trust me, anybody who would do it, go get your B first. Whatever way you got to get it. If you got to go to a delivery company, or I'll tell you this, with Class B, you're going to touch freight, unless if you're driving city bus, school bus type of thing. But if you go into anything dealing with freight, anything of that nature with Class B, you're going to be pallet jack, dolly, and liftgate. Just telling you now. So if you're lazy and don't really like doing a lot of work, and you're not willing to work your way up, and you just want to get to the gusto. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people get their A without never driving nothing and just, they perfectly fine. I'm not saying that that's the only way, but for anybody who want to tiptoe their way into the commercial driving world, that's what I would suggest. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with getting your B. And don't quote me on that. It didn't cost me anything to get my B. I'm going to just say that. I'm going to keep repeating that. It was free. Okay? So I don't know if it's like that now, but I'm pretty sure it is. The way the world is now, with everybody not wanting to work and these companies are desperate, they ain't taking anybody right now. So I'm hearing about places that used to take forever to get hired at. They hiring people, I remember, used to take you 5-6 years of experience, or you had to know somebody. All that's gone now. That's gone. You can just walk into these places now. No experience, people crashing, damaging trailers, damaging trucks. They just desperate. They got to keep the trucks moving some kind of way. But yeah, so I know I was all over the place with Cdl B. I'm not saying this is all, I'm not speaking for all truck drivers, I'm not speaking for all Class A drivers. I'm saying for me, there's nothing wrong with it. If you're young enough, you got the time, or if you're older and you just want to just tiptoe your way instead of just jumping straight in it, there's nothing wrong with it. And it's free, it don't cost you nothing, and you actually get paid, to do it. So comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. I know it's going to be a lot of controversy on that. Thank you.